Assalamu alaikum students. I hope you all are good. In today's video lecture, we are going to learn about surds. An expression which has at least one term involving a radical sign is called a surd. And surds are the numbers left in root form to express its correct value. It has an infinite number of non-recurring decimals, therefore surds are irrational numbers. Examples of surds are square root 5 because it has one term involving radical sign. 7th root of 29, 4th root of 5 upon 8, 6 plus square root 7. These all are the examples of surds. Now the new concept which we are going to learn is conjugate. The conjugate is where we change the sign in the middle of two terms like this. If we have 3x plus 1 and we want to find its conjugate, simply this plus sign will be converted into minus sign, and this expression 3x minus 1 is called the conjugate of 3x plus 1. Similarly, conjugate of square root x plus 2 is square root x minus 2, or the conjugate of square root x minus 2 is square root x plus 2. The middle sign is changed, so these are the conjugates of each other. 2 square root 2 minus square root 3, its conjugate is 2 plus square root 3. Okay, the product of a conjugate pair of binomial surds is a rational number. These are the binomial surds because they have two terms. Binomial means having two terms. So this is a pair of binomial surds. If we find its product, we will get a rational number. Similarly, this is the conjugate pair of binomial surds, and this is a conjugate pair of binomial surds and its product is a rational number. If you multiply these two expressions, we will get a rational number. Next, the concept of rationalization. Rationalization is the process of changing an expression having radical in the denominator into an expression which does not have a term with radical sign in the denominator. If we have radical sign in the denominator, we can convert it into an expression which does not have a radical sign in the denominator. This process is called the rationalization method. Here is the example. We have a expression 6 upon 3 plus root 7. To convert this expression into an expression which does not have a radical sign in the denominator, this process is called the rationalization. We will see the steps in detail in exercise. Exercise 2.8, question number 1. Question is rationalize the denominator of the following. First part, 1 upon 2 plus root 3. We have to rationalize it. Okay, we have learned rationalize means convert an expression which does not have a radical sign in the denominator. To rationalize this expression, our first step will be multiplying and dividing by conjugate. We have learned how to find conjugate. To find conjugate, simply change the sign of the middle term. So here the conjugate will be 2 minus square root 3, and we are multiplying the given expression, multiplying and dividing the given expression with the conjugate. We have 2 root 3 in the denominator, so the conjugate is 2 plus root 3 in the denominator, so the conjugate is 2 minus root 3. Okay, and we have multiplied and divide with it. Numerators can be multiplied directly because 2 minus root 3 multiplied by 1 is again 2 minus root 3. And in the denominator, we can see that we have 2 plus root 3, 2 minus root 3. We can see that we can apply this formula here. A plus b, a minus c is equals to a square minus b square. When applying formula in the denominator, we will put 2 as a and square root 3 as b. Applying formula, we will get 2 minus root 3 in the numerator and 2 square minus root 3 square in the denominator. We cannot solve numerator further, so numerator will be written as it is. And in the denominator, square of 2 is 4. Square root of square root of 3 is just 3. So 4 minus 3 is 1 in the denominator, which we do not write. We have rationalized the given question, and the answer is 2 minus root 3. Next part, again we have to rationalize it, and the question is given to us 1 upon 3 minus 2 root 2. We have to rationalize it. First step to rationalize is multiplying and dividing by conjugate. We know how to find the conjugate. 1 upon 3 minus 2 root 2 multiply, conjugate will be 3 plus 2 root 2. Multiply and divide with 3 plus 2 root 2. Again, numerators can be multiplied directly, and in the denominators we have to apply formula because we have 3 minus 2 root 2, 3 plus 2 root 2. We can apply this formula here. A plus b, a minus b is equals a square minus b square. In place of a, we will write 3, and in place of b, we will write 2 square root 2. Applying formula in the denominator, 3 square minus 2 root 2 square, and numerator is same. Okay, we cannot solve numerator further, so numerator will be written as it is, and in the denominator 3 square will be 9. 2 root 2 whole square. Square of 2 is 4, and square of square root 2 is just 2. Multiply 4 and 2 together, we will get 8. So 3 plus 2 root 2 upon 9 minus 8, and 9 minus 8 is 1, which we will not write in the denominator. That's it. Part 3. Part 3, you have to do it yourself in the exact same way as we have done part 1 and part 2. Now question number 2, exercise 2.8, question number 2. The question is, if x is equals to minus root 3, find the value of x plus 1 upon x and x square plus 1 upon x square. Okay, first of all, write the given and then write the expressions which you have to find out. This will be called our data. Then comes to the solution. We have to find the value of x plus 1 upon x and x square plus 1 upon x square. Value of x is given to us. It means we will first find the value of 1 upon x and then add both of them. Okay, our first step is to find the value of 1 upon x. Find 1 upon x. This is our first step. X is given to us, which is 2 minus square root 3. To find 1 upon x, we will simply reciprocal it. It will become x 1 upon x, and 2 minus root 3 will become 1 upon 2 minus root 3. This is our 1 upon x. Here we can see that we have radical sign in the denominator. We cannot use an expression which have a radical sign in the denominator. So we will rationalize it. Okay, we will rationalize it first and then use it to find x plus 1 upon x. Method of rationalization is exactly same as we have learned in question number 1. 1 upon 2 minus root 3 is given to us. First step, is to multiply and divide by conjugate. And we have learned that to find the conjugate, we simply change the middle sign, the central sign. So we have 1 upon 2 minus root 3. We will multiply and divide it with 2 plus root 3. 2 plus root 3. Numerators will be multiplied together, and in the denominator we will apply the formula. A plus b, a minus b is equals a square minus b square. We will apply this formula in the denominator. So numerator will become 2 plus root 3, and in the denominator we will have 2 square minus root 3 square, because we will use 2 as a and root 3 as b. Solving it, we will get 2 plus root 3 upon 4 minus 3. 4 minus 3 is 1, so 1 upon x is just 2 plus root 3. This is 1 upon x. X is given to us and we have find out 1 upon x. Now we can easily find x plus 1 upon x. To find x plus 1 upon x, we will simply write the value of x, write the value of 1 upon x, and add both of them. This root 3 minus root 3 and this plus root 3 will be cancelled out, and we will left with x plus 1 upon x is equals to 4. This is our x plus 1 upon x. To find x square plus 1 upon x square, we will simply do squaring of x plus 1 upon x. X plus 1 upon x is equals 4. To find x square plus 1 upon x square, we have to take a square on both sides. Applying square on both sides, here we can see we can directly find the square of 4, but on this side, on left hand side, we have to apply the formula, because we have x plus 1 upon x. Two things are added together and we have to find its square. It means we have to apply the formula a plus b whole square, which is equals to a square plus 2ab plus b square. In place of a, we will put x, and in place of b, we will put 1 upon x. Putting the values, we will get x square plus 2x 1 upon x plus 1 upon x square equals 16. This x and this x will be cancelled out, and we are left with x square plus 2 plus 1 upon x square is equals to 16. Shift this plus 2 from left hand side to right hand side. It will become 16 minus 2, and 16 minus 2 is 14. This is the value, this is the required value of x square plus 1 upon x square. Question number 3. P is given to us, which is equals to 3 plus 2 root 2, and we have to find the value of p plus 1 upon p and p square plus 1 upon p square. We will solve it in the exact same way as we have solved question number 2. You have to do it yourself. Now we have question number 4. Q is given to us, square root 2 plus square root 3, and we have to find the value of q minus 1 upon q and q square plus 1 upon q square. Make data first. Now the solution. Here we can see that we have to find q minus 1 upon q first. Q is given to us, so we have to find 1 upon q first and then subtract both of them. To find 1 upon q, q is given to us, which is equals to square root 2 plus square root 3. To find 1 upon q, we will simply reciprocal it. Q will become 1 upon q, and 2 plus root 3 will become 1 upon 2 plus root 3. This is our 1 upon q. Again, here the problem is that we have radical sign in the denominator. We cannot use it on this step. So we will rationalize it first and remove the decimals, and remove the radicals from the denominator. To rationalize it, the first step is to multiply and divide by conjugate. Conjugate will be square root 2 minus square root 3. We have to multiply this expression multiply and divide this expression with 2 minus square root 2 minus square root 3 and square root 2 minus square root 3. Again, numerators can be multiplied easily directly, and in the denominator we can see that we have to use a formula here: a plus b, a minus b. Okay, square root 2 is used as a and square root 3 is used as b. Putting the values in the formula, we will get square root 2 square minus square root 3 square, and the numerator is multiplied directly. This square and square root will be cancelled, square and square root will be cancelled. We are left with 2 minus 3 in the denominator. 2 minus 3 is minus 1. Okay, we do not write 1 in the denominator, so only minus sign is left. Shift this minus sign from numerator to from denominator to numerator. Okay, the whole numerator will be multiplied with this minus sign, and the answer is square root 3 minus square root 2. This is our 1 upon q, which we can use further. Okay, q was given to us and we have find the value of 1 upon q. Now we are going to find q minus 1 upon q. This is q and this is 1 upon q. To find q minus 1 upon q, we will simply subtract the values. This is q minus 1 upon q. Whenever we have to subtract, we have to put the second expression in brackets. Okay, to open this bracket, all the terms written within the bracket will be multiplied with this minus sign, this negative sign. Okay, remove the bracket and multiply with the negative sign. We will have a square root 2 plus square root 3 as it is, and minus square root 3 plus square root 2. Here we can see that this is square root 3 plus square root 3 and minus square root 3 can be cancelled out, and we are left with square root 2 plus square root 2, which is equals to 2 square root 2. This is q minus 1 upon q. Next we will find q square plus 1 upon q square. Q minus 1 upon q is equals to square root 2. This is the value which we have found out in previous step. Squaring both sides, this will be q minus 1 upon q whole square equals to root 2 whole square. Here we can apply the formula. Here we will apply the formula a minus b whole square, and here we can take the square directly. Okay, this formula we will apply on left hand side. In place of a we will write q, and in place of b we will write 1 upon q. Applying the formula, we will get q square minus 2q bracket 1 upon q plus 1 upon q square equals square of 2 is 4 and square of square root 2 is just 2. Simplifying them, this q and q will be cancelled out, and we are left with only q square minus 2 plus 1 upon q square. Here this 4 and 2 will be multiplied together, and the answer is 8. To find the value of q square plus 1 upon q square, we will shift this minus 2 from left hand side to right hand side. It will be 8 plus 2, and 8 plus 2 is 10. This is the required value of q square plus 1 upon q square. Question number 5. If y is equals root 5 minus 2, find the value of y plus 1 upon y, and y minus 1 upon y, and y square minus 1 upon y square. Make the data first. Now solution. Here we can see, to find y plus 1 upon y is given to us. It means we have to find 1 upon y first. Okay, first of all we will find 1 upon y. Y is equals to square root 5 minus 2. Reciprocating both sides, we will get 1 upon y is equals 1 upon root 5 minus 2. Again, this is the value of 1 upon y, which we cannot use further because we have radical sign in the denominator. To remove the radical sign from the denominator, we will rationalize it. To rationalize it, we have to multiply and divide by conjugate. Conjugate will be square root 5 plus square root 5 plus 2. So 1 upon y is equals 1 upon square root 5 minus 2 multiply square root 5 plus 2 upon square root 5 plus 2. This is the conjugate. Again, the same steps will be followed here. Numerators will be multiplied together, and in the denominator we will apply the formula. Square root 5 is used as a and 2 is used as b. Applying formula, we will get numerator square root 5 plus 2, and in the denominator square root 5 whole square minus 2 square. Solving it, square root 5 plus 2 in the numerator as it is, and in the denominator we have 5 plus 4. This is 5, okay, do not confuse. 5 minus 4 in the denominator we have. 5 minus 4 is 1, which we do not write in the denominator, so 1 upon y is just square root 5 plus 2. Now we have the value of y and the value of 1 upon y. We can easily find the value of 1 plus y plus 1 upon y and y minus 1 upon y. To find the value of y plus 1 upon y, we will simply add both the values. Value of y is square root 5 minus 2 plus 1 upon y is square root 5 plus 2. This plus 2 and minus 2 will be cancelled out, and square root 5 plus square root 5 is equals to 2 square root 5. This is the value of y plus 1 upon y. Now we will find y minus 1 upon y. Using the same values, we will subtract them. This is the value of y square root 5 minus 2 minus, this is the value of 1 upon y square root 5 plus 2. Okay. To open the brackets, we have to multiply both the terms with this minus sign. So we will get square root 5 minus 2 minus square root 5 minus 2. This minus square root 5 and plus square root 5 will be cancelled out, and we will have only y minus 1 upon y is equals to minus 4. This is the value of y plus 1 upon y, and this is the value of y minus 1 upon y. Now we have to find out y square minus 1 upon y square. In the previous questions, we found the value of y square plus 1 upon y square by squaring either of y plus 1 upon y or y minus 1 upon y. But when we have to find the value of y square minus 1 upon y square, we have to multiply both these values. Okay. To find the value of y square plus 1 upon y square, we have to do squaring on both sides, either of this or this. But when finding y square minus y square, we have to multiply both of them. Okay, this is the main difference. To find the value of y square minus 1 upon y square, we have y plus 1 upon y, which is equals to 2 root 5, and y minus 1 upon y, which is equals to minus 4. We will multiply both of them. Y plus 1 upon y multiply y minus 1 upon y equals 2 root 5 multiply minus 4. This minus 4 and this 2 will be multiplied together, and we will get minus 8 root 5 on the right side. And on left side, we will apply this formula. A minus b, a plus b is equals a square minus b square. In place of a, we will write y, and in place of b, we will write 1 upon y. So our left hand side will be y square minus 1 upon y square. This is how we will find the value of y square minus 1 upon y square. Next question. Question number 6. A is given to us. We have to find the value of a plus 1 upon y, a minus 1 upon y, and a square minus 1 upon y square. You have to do it yourself. It is exactly same as the previous question. Question number 7. Here we have to find the value of x square plus 1 upon x square and x square minus 1 upon x square, and we are given with the value of 1 upon x. Making the data first. Now the solution. To find x square plus 1 upon x square, we have to find either x minus 1 upon x or x plus 1 upon x first. Okay, and to find x square minus 1 upon x square, we have to find both x plus 1 upon x and x minus 1 upon x. So it means we will find x first. To find x, 1 upon x is given to us, we will reciprocal it. 1 upon x will become x, and 7 plus 4 root 3 will become 1 upon 7 plus 4 root 3. This is our x. Again, we can see that we have radical sign in the denominator. It means we have to rationalize it. To rationalize it, we will multiply and divide by the conjugate. Conjugate will be, we have 7 plus 4 root 3, so the conjugate will be 7 minus 4 root 3. We will multiply and divide by conjugate. Numerators can be multiplied directly, and in the denominator we will use the same formula, a plus b, a minus b. Using that formula, in place of a we will write 7, and in place of b we will write 4 root 3. Okay, applying the formula, 7 plus 4 root 3, and in the denominator we have 7 square minus 4 root 3. Okay, square of 7 is 49, square of 4 is 16, and square of square root 3 is just 3. Multiplying them, 16 and 3, we will have 48, and 49 minus 48 is just 1, which we do not write in the denominator. Now we have the value of x. 1 upon x was given to us, and we have found out the value of x. Now we will find x plus 1 upon x. Okay, in the same way as we have done in previous questions. X plus 1 upon x, simply add both the values. This 4 root 3 minus 4 root 3 and plus 4 root 3 will be cancelled out, and 7 plus 7 is just 14. This is the value of x plus 1 upon x. In the same way, we will find the value of x minus 1 upon x. Put the value of x minus value of 1 upon x. Remove the bracket by multiplying with the negative sign. We will get 7 plus root 3 minus 7 plus 4 root 3. This minus 7 and plus 7 will be cancelled out, and we will have 8 root 3. Now we have both the values, x plus 1 upon x and x minus 1 upon x. To find the value of x square plus 1 upon x square, we can use any of the value. Okay, it's easy to use x plus 1 upon x. So we have x plus 1 upon x is equals 4. We will do squaring on both sides, apply squares. Here we will apply the formula a plus b whole square. Applying the formula, we will have this step. This x and x will be cancelled out. We are left with only x square plus 2 plus 1 upon x square equals 196. This plus 2 will be shifted to the right side and become minus 2. So 196 minus 2 is 194. This is the value of x square plus 1 upon x square. Now find the value of x square minus 1 upon x square. To find the value of x square minus 1 upon x square, we have to use both the values, x plus 1 upon x and x minus 1 upon x. We will simply multiply them. Okay. Okay, to find the value of x square minus 1 upon x square, we will simply multiply the values of x plus 1 upon x and x minus 1 upon x. You will do it yourself. Now question number 8. If b 1 upon b is equals 2 plus root 3, find the value of b4 plus 1 upon b4. Value of 1 upon b is given, and we have to find the value of b4 plus 1 upon b4. It means we will find b first in the exact same way as we have used in previous questions. We will reciprocal it, then rationalize it to remove the radical sign from denominator, and we will get b is equals 2 minus root 3. Now we will find b plus 1 upon b by adding both the values. This is the value of b plus 1 upon b. We have to find b4 plus 1 upon b4. Okay, we cannot directly find it. We will first find b square plus 1 upon b square by squaring b plus 1 upon b. We will do squaring on both sides. On the left side, we will apply the formula, and on the right side, we can find the square directly. Applying the formula, this b and this b will be cancelled out. We have only b square plus 2 plus 1 upon b square equals 16. B square plus 1 upon b square, this 2 plus 2 will be shifted to the right side, and it will be equal to 14. So b square plus 1 upon b square is equals to 14. Now we will find b4 plus 1 upon b4 by doing the squaring of b square plus 1 upon b square. Squaring both sides, we will apply the formula. In place of a, we will write b square. In place of b, we will write 1 upon b square. Applying the formula, simplifying it, we will get 194. Question number 9. Exactly same as question number 8. You will solve it yourself. Question number 10. Q is given to us. We have to find the value of Q4 plus 1 upon Q4 in first part. Okay, you can do it yourself in the exact same way as you have done previous question. First of all, find the value of 1 upon Q by reciprocating it, then rationalize it. And then find the value of Q plus 1 upon Q by simply adding them. Find Q square plus 1 upon Q square by doing the squaring. And then find Q4 plus 1 upon Q4 by doing again squaring. Now part B. Part B is find the conjugate of Q and verify that the product of Q with its conjugate is a rational number. Okay. In part 1, we have find out the okay. Part 1 was done. Here Q is given to us square root 2 plus square root 3. We have to find the conjugate of Q. Conjugate of Q will be square root 2 minus square root 3. Okay, this is Q and this is its conjugate. We have to prove that the product of Q with its conjugate, product of Q with its conjugate is a rational number. So we will multiply Q with its conjugate. Q is 2 square root 2 plus square root 3, and conjugate of Q is square root 2 minus square root 3. We will multiply both of these brackets. You can use formula here. So applying the formula, a plus b, a minus b is equals a square minus b square. In place of a, we will put square root 2, and in place of b, we will put square root 3. Applying formula here, square root 2 whole square minus square root 3 whole square. Square and square root will be cancelled out. 2 minus 3 is left, and 2 minus 3 is equals to minus 1, which is a rational number. So we have proved that the product of Q and its conjugate is a rational number. This property is verified. Question number 11. Find the order of the surds. To find the order of the surd, you have to find the index of the surd. Here, the index is 3. This is called the index. So the order of the surd is 3. In this one, the index is 4. It means the order of the surd is 4. Here the order is 3 because index is 3. Here order is 4. Okay, it was 4. And here order is 3. That's it. We have completed our exercise 2.8. Our chapter 2 is completed here. That's it. Thank you so much.